Hey everyone, I'm XRKine, and this is Let's Play Crusader Kings II. Now, some of you have heard me talk about this game before. It's very hard to explain how this game works to somebody who hasn't played it. The closest thing I can compare it to is maybe Romance of the Three Kingdoms, that series of games, but even that doesn't really get you all the way. Now, full disclosure, this is kind of experimental. I've not done a game like this before on my channel, and I feel like these sort of Let's Plays probably work better actually in screenshot form, but I'm super lazy and I don't want to do that. So, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see how this goes. It might be terrible. It might just start off really rough, kind of like how Oblivion did. Implying Oblivion does continue to be rough sometimes. But, we're going to give it a go. We'll let you know, I am running a couple of mods. I'll talk about that as we get in. I do have something already set up for us. LP0. Loading up. I haven't really done much, but, well, you'll see. So, as you can see, everything's all, like, usually the game doesn't look like this. Usually, like, most of these are kind of combined. I'm using the Shattered World mod. It makes it so everybody starts out with just one territory. Puts everybody on more or less equal footing. As shown, I am using all of the DLC up to Reaper's Due. I should say all the major DLC up to Reaper's Due. There's a new one coming out soon, which I probably won't use simply for the fact that if it will screw up the game, I won't use it. And there's a lot of DLC. We are running Sunset Invasion, for those of you who know what that means, so expect that. There's also a bunch of settings you can make with the game now, which I had all of the things I had changed written down, and then my computer restarted and I lost the list. So, to say the least, I'm trying to run this for maximum, like, enjoyment. So, some of the stuff that's not really, like, some historical events might happen randomly. There's some supernatural stuff that might occur. There's no range on who you can talk to. Usually you're kind of limited by where you are in the world. I decided, fuck that. Let's go nuts. I think. Anyways, we are going to be playing the small island of Malta, with Count XR of the Archaean dynasty. That's, House Archaean that's the symbol. Let's get into the game so I can show you that a little bit better. Seems to be running fine so far, so that's a good thing. But we're not really doing anything yet. I've just fucked myself. Not sure if you heard that, but I knocked on wood. We should be good, guys. Loading is taking a little bit longer than normal, but there we go. Alright. So yeah. That's the closest I could get to my face. Anyways, this is Count XR of Malta. As you can see by his visage, he's definitely Greek. And you know what? I'll just get this out of the way because there's no way some people aren't going to notice this. I did use another mod called the No Limits Ruler Designer. The game has a Ruler Designer DLC, but it makes it so the more good stuff you give your character, the older they are. Which, if you give your character like 2 or 3 good things, they end up being like fucking 60. So this just gets rid of that. So I gave my guy, he's a charismatic negotiator. That's his education trait. He's attractive and a genius, as I would be in this world. A poet, proud, content, cynical, and arbitrary. These are big reason I gave him these two. I actually didn't mean to give him genius. I meant to give him quick, which is like a lower level of it. But I guess I clicked genius on accident, so, and I didn't want to go through it all again. So, but yeah, these two, there's a chance children might inherit them. That's why they get the little heart, because those are, what do they call them, congenital traits. So yeah, that's one big reason I did that. I wanted to give us a leg up on things. But yeah, let's go over this. So, Crusader Kings II, you play as a dynasty. You don't play as necessarily a kingdom. You play as like a family. family. So we're going to be following the exploits of the Archaean dynasty. I did set this to the earliest the game will go, January 1st, 769. You probably already have some idea of how big the world is for this game, but let me zoom out. So it goes from, in the northwest we have Iceland, to India and Ceylon in the southeast. That's the world. This is not the sort of game where you try and conquer the whole world, although if you guys want me to give that a go, I'll do what I can. But the point of the game is just to kind of go, just to try and accomplish what you can. So I am going to be taking advice from you guys as we go on. It goes until like 1453, I think, or something like that. So we've got a good 700 years of a game to burn through. I'm going to try and do it, because sometimes this game doesn't go exactly the fastest. I have it paused right now. But game doesn't go exactly the fastest, so I'll probably record at first like maybe half an hour at a time, just to make sure my computer can handle it, and just cut out the bits that nothing good happens. After that, I might move to an hour or longer. Anything else, I'll keep under my hat for now. Let me just explain still some of the stuff we've got going on. So, we're Greek, because that's kind of what our culture would have been. I chose Malta because it's isolated. Like, there's no way you can get to it from anywhere else except by boat. And it's about as central as you can get for one of those places. Most of the other super isolated places, like these islands here, that one, you got this one down here, those are all in like the corners of the map. I wanted to try and get us as in the middle of things as possible. I changed it to culture view, so you can see Greek culture is pretty much right through here. This is the days of the Byzantine Empire, or it would have been if I didn't do Shattered World, and I believe we would have been part of that. But fuck that, we're going to be making our own waves. We're also Orthodox Christians, religious map, give you an idea of what we're dealing with religion-wise. So the big difference between these two Christianities, for what most people will be concerned about, is they have the Pope, we have the Patriarchs. Right now there's only two Patriarchs, the Patriarch of Constantinople and the Patriarch of Antioch. I think we're under Constantinople, but it's kind of that's a whole thing. Also, we got some pagans over here, different pagans. We got the Odin worshippers up here, and whatever the fuck these guys worship. You got your Muslims. Miaphysites, I believe, are a variety of Christianity. We got some African pagans down here. Zoroastrians, which we don't want nothing to do with. They kind of like, they're like, hey, incest is cool. Let's not do that. And then you got your Indian religions. Buddhism, Jainism, Hinduism. But we're kind of in the middle of all this. At various points in the game, in actual history, Malta is Muslim, it's Orthodox, it's Catholic. So, like, we're really in the middle of this whole big religion culture war thing. And I think that's going to be fun. But we wanted to have our isolation at first, so it'll be a while before we start fucking people up. If we start fucking people up. Maybe we'll be content with our little Mediterranean island here. Maybe we'll be content with the sight of the Maltese Falcon, or, if you're a real Malta pro, you know about Jodan Baker's Final Justice, which is arguably the best portrayal of Malta. Not that I know. So, anyways. We're the only member of our family right now, the Archaean family. So that's step one that we gotta get working on. So, hell, why not? So first step, we're gonna arrange a marriage. Now you can click this button, brings up the candidates who will actually agree to marry you. Let's see, we got a Christian Berber countess, a Greek countess, and a Greek courtier. Now, 37, 39, we want kids right now. And by the way, I'll just give you a forewarning. We're gonna. I'm sorry. There's gonna be some outdated medieval viewpoints here. So just go with it. Have fun with it. Obviously, we don't feel. Obviously, I don't feel like women are only good for breeding. But right now, our concern is making sure our dynasty doesn't die if I like choke on a sausage or something. So we need somebody who's fucking fertile. Okay, like I'm sorry, we got to do this. Now, Kale here, she could be a good option, except she's just a courtier. That's not gonna do too great for our prestige if we marry her, and we don't have a lot of that right now. We have 20. Minus 100 would be a bad idea. It'd make us look really fucking shitty. So, now this is just all the people who would marry us right away, but that also takes into account a lot of dads and brothers and whatever. They don't want their sisters and daughters marrying some fucking bum from Malta. So we gotta look for the bad girls. We gotta look for the girls who are up for disobeying the patriarchy. So let's see. This is the character search. We want woman. You can go on the wild side and screw around with your own gender, but you can't marry your own gender, I'm afraid. Not without mods. I'm sure you can with mods. You want somebody who isn't married, not a ruler, because they won't pay attention. And is an adult. You can make betrothals. 16 is as low as she goes, though. That's the lowest you can actually get your freak on with somebody. And so these little thing. And by the way, we're not even gonna like think about that. We're just gonna go, okay? I don't like it either, but this is the game. Medieval times. Just run with it, okay? Don't think about it. So like Alfreda here, we could go with her, but she's willing to come to our court. But again, she's not in any dynastic house. She's just some fucking lowborn pleb. We don't want that. We need somebody in a great house. Most of them don't want anything to do with us, because as said, we're a Maltese scrub. So let's see who. Here we go. The one who would betray her family to come work for us. Duha bint Abdul Razak. But she is Christian. She's from where is she from? The Sheikdom of Tortosa? She's the lone child of the Sheik of Tortosa. So, but she's willing to be like, yeah, fuck you, Dad. I'm going to XR's place. That's exactly what we want. Because I can tell you right now, she will give us... I looked this up ahead of time to kind of save time. She will give us a minor prestige bump, but either way, we're not going down in prestige. So, it's something. It's a start. We'll be able to be pickier later on, but for now, we gotta... hell, she ain't bad. She ain't bad looking. She got ambitious, brave, erudite, diligent. Look at those stats. I know the stats don't mean much to you guys yet, but trust me, those are good stats. Like, assume 10 is like good. You know, like 10's what you want in a stat. And she's above board on all levels, and she's a fighter. Look at that. 18? That's pretty fucking good. You know what? If you know D&D, assume D&D stats, basically. Like, we got diplomacy, that's basically your charisma, your ability to get along with people. Your martial skills, how well you fight. Your stewardship, how good you are with money and like financial matters and business stuff that a ruler would be good at. Intrigue, that's going to come into play, how good you are at sneaking around and lying to people and being just a backstabber. And learning, how smart you are, what do you know? So those are all some things. We got an ambition we can pick. We're gonna pick groom and heir. I can't stress enough, guys. It is super important that we get a kid. Any kid. Like, as quickly as possible. Because if something happens to my guy, and it might, we're gonna be boned. Like, we will instantly lose. Once we get a couple of generations in, this becomes a lot less of an issue, because then you'll just, like, even if you don't have kids, you'll switch to a brother or an uncle or something. But until then, we're like fucking on the razor's edge here. You also get to choose a focus. I'm gonna choose the carousing focus because right now I need to make sure no one wants to fucking murder me, so I gotta make as many friends as possible. Thankfully, I'm also super friendly and diplomatic. Gee, it's like I planned this. So we're gonna do that right off the bat. That's usually how I do things. But you might be wondering, who the fuck are you talking about, Richie? Like, what people? Well, we have one vassal, the mayor of Rabat. We've actually got two holdings. We've got Melita, which is the city. Like, that's our capital. I say city, but it's our county. And then we have the city of Rabat. And that's what the mayor there, he's our only vassal. He's okay with me. 42. It goes up to 100 and goes to negative 100, so 42 is not bad. He has a poor opinion of my predecessor. I don't know what he's fucking talking about there. He doesn't like that I'm arbitrary. Which, yeah, arbitrary, that's an all-in-out bad thing that I took. It does give you some different options and events, but we'll get to that. By the way, yeah, 15 minutes in, and we haven't fucking unpaused yet. There's going to be a lot of this. Consider this episode 0, because not much is going to happen. Not much is going to happen. But we also have a court of 10 other yahoos. And unfortunately, some of them are going to have to be important as well. So right now, my council, I need to fill that up. So this is our magistros, and also our mayor, Konstantinos. He has 4 diplomacy. That's bad. He even says it. With a diplomacy skill of 4, Mayor Konstantinos is considered a poor diplomat. He's a beast with the money, though. So we're going to risk upsetting him a little. Because we can't... Usually there's like a way you can... like, just be like, hey, I want to change your job to something else. But he's not going for it. So I'm going to appoint a different diplomat. Yones is our best bet here with 10 diplomacy. So he's gonna be our next he's gonna be our first magistros, our first real one. Still not gonna be great. Oh, he's not liking that. We'll see if that changes. He's not happy with me now. Well, that happens. Alright, Methodios, he's got a good military skill, so he's going to be our marshal, or protostrator. The names change based on your culture. Since we're Greek, we get the fucking weird stratego names. Our Sekeliaros, I'm going to leave it blank for now, in the hopes that we can move what's-his-fuck in there. Our Mystikos, this is our spy master. We want him to like us. Julianos likes us. And our ecclesiarch? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Basically, our priest, our court chaplain, Romanos. He's got some good learning. He knows all about the Orthodox faith. So, what are we going to do with these guys? First things first, we just want to tend to matters at home. So, I'm going to have him try to get my mayor to like me again. This guy, no revolt risk right now, so we're just going to have him work on training the troops up just in case somebody gets froggy with us. Julianos, we're going to have him scheme. Plot discovery chance, plus 15%. This is a way to make sure no one tries to murder us, or at least if they do, we know about it. And finally, Romanos. Now, I could have him go, like, off and, like, get us in good with the Patriarch right now. This guy. Stephanos, the Patriarch of Constantinople. But I don't think that's super important at the moment, so we're just going to have him do some research. There is technology in this game. There it is. You got your military advances, most dealing with different units. Economy advances, most dealing with different buildings. And culture advantage. Culture advantages. I keep wanting to say advantages. Mostly dealing with getting along with people and making stuff happen. We got some certain things we're going to aim for there, but I'll save that. Oh, another thing. Right now, our Magistros is set to inherit Malta if we die. Game over, because, like I said, we're not playing as Malta, we're playing as the House Archaean. As soon as we have a kid, they'll be the ones set to inherit. We're also, males will have preference over females for now. We're gonna work on that. Gavelkind means that the oldest child will get our primary title, and younger children will get other titles. So it splits up our holdings, because we can only play as the one person at a time. We're going to work on that too. We don't want that. Gavelkind's terrible. But right now we only have the one place, so it works. There are also laws that we can change. We'll get to that too. Right now our council doesn't have much power. We don't want it to. Not yet. Other than that, I think we're basically good to get started. Yeah, right now we're getting started. Oh, some stuff up here. Right. Special minor titles. Designated region. Who's in charge if we get all dead and shit? He don't like me right now, so I'm not gonna pick him. Who likes me the most? The fucking courier, of course she does. You know what? Yeah, we'll save it. We'll save it for the wife. We'll save it for the wife when she gets here. Court physician. This is new with the Reaper's Due. There's going to be diseases at the yin yang. We want somebody smart to be able to deal with those. So not only is he our court chaplain, he's our court physician. Religion and science. Together again. I should take care of it, though. We still need a regent, but... And there's a bunch of events. Most of these have to do with, the Shattered World thing. If we want to have a game where everybody was dukes, everybody was kings, everybody was empires, we want to make everybody certain republics. We're not going to do that. Not right now. So, yeah, we'll wait for the wife to show up before I do anything else. So let's unpause and get going a little. And now we wait. I'll try and cut out bits where I don't have anything to say, because trying to fill all this time wouldn't always work out. Any day now. Oh, we got a hood. Hey, the wife showed up. Well, she's not our wife yet, but she will be, because now she can't. She can't say no because she's in our court now. I was gonna say that in a different way, but it sounded bad. She does have a kid already. Radhi Sadad. Shouldn't be an issue. I mean, I didn't marry her to get at her father's place. Right now, Radhi is like it says she's the heir, which is a little surprising. I'm guessing Radhi is considered a bastard? Weird. Anyways, he doesn't have a father, so either way, let's get married, guys. To Duha. See? 3 prestige. Not much, but it's nothing down either. And she likes me. Look at that. 51. She doesn't like that I'm Greek. She doesn't like that I'm arbitrary, but let's be honest. She'll get over it. Duha and Count XR are getting married. We can collect a royal aid duty to pay for the ceremonies. 10 gold or 13 prestige. Personally, I'm going with the gold. We don't have much right now. 53. We get 76. We get 3/4 of a gold a month. Gotta work on that. And prestige will go up because I'm proud. That's why I took that one. Our piety will go up because I'm content. XR is content with his lot in life, which is good because he can't do much right now. Oh, right. Designated regent. Let's give it to the wife. The Countess. See? Going great. Going great. She's the Countess. Can I make the guy the yet? No, he's still not cool about that. He's gonna have to get over it. He's gonna have to get over it because I want somebody good on the money situation, and we don't have anyone good for the money situation right now. At all. You might say, "Oh, Richie, why not just put somebody who's bad on it? That's better than nobody." And I'm like, is it? Because I don't know. There's a lot to this game that is very in the background. So we'll see. Won't be much happening at the beginning here, as I've said. But hopefully, in the course of this game, I'll help you guys understand what I'm talking about, for one, when I do talk about this game. It's boring at first, because it hasn't started any of the crazy shit yet. Whoa, I just fucked up my earbuds. Because I only have one earbud in when I record stuff. And I'm usually playing with the other one, if I have a free hand. And, it just fucked up, so I might need to get new earbuds. Well, so she goes. Well, Dua's pregnant! Hooray! Oh, yeah, that's right. So, guys, if you want to recommend names, I'm going to start, like, a name pool, which I'll draw names from for various children that either I have or that just people in my court have, and I'm just going to throw them out. So, first names, obviously. Last names I can't really choose, but if you want to throw a last name in as a first name, I'm listening. Preferably not completely ridiculous stuff, but, you know, suggest it. I'll either use it or I won't. I'll only use a name once per ruler, like once per character. That way, so, you know, I'm not naming like multiple people in one generation the same name. But here's the fun thing. Eventually, like, the game will start picking the names you use. Like, the game provides names by default. And, but it has its own list, but then as far as I can tell, it picks out of the people who you've had in the past, too. So, like, it names after ancestors plus the list. So, like, if we start naming people, even though we're in Greece, if I start naming people Richard, eventually we're going to start to see Richards pop up, like, without anything of my doing. Oh. Iones has successfully made the mayor of Rabat kind of realize I'm not a complete asshole. So, plus 20 to his relations to me. Go me. Go him. Does he want a job yet? I'm willing to give him a job, but he doesn't want it, and it's frustrating. I don't know why that happens. But yeah. So yeah, suggest some names to me. I'll put them on a list, and I'll pick from them to give my children's names. Because I'm 16. The wife is 21. We got a good 10 years of childbearing to go, and hopefully those are very prolific years because, oh shit, I forgot. Carousing. So carousing has a neat little mechanic. I can invite people to a party. Yeah, and I'm going to invite my wife, the count, the mayor there, and all of my rowdy friends to a party. We'll see who accepts. And hopefully we'll make a friend. Because in a party, there's a chance that you'll just make a friend. Like, you'll make a close friend. And that's good, because that's like a plus 50 or a plus 100 to your relations with that person. So, Julianos is in. Methodios is in. Romano is in. Even Mayor Constantino is in. Iones is in. And Countess Duha is in. Everybody agreed to come to my party. That almost never happens. Usually somebody is like, nah, I don't want to come. You're kind of a loser. And I get hurt, guys. I get hurt by these imaginary people. It hurts me. But we still gotta wait for because right now we're preparing it. That ends in March. So we'll see how the party goes. We'll see how the kid pops out. And, then we'll probably call it for now. Because I want to see what your guys' input is. If you have any, obviously, if you have any other sort of suggestions. Oh! My heir is Pavlina. I get to pick a name. But, I didn't really have any girl names, like, in my head prepared. So hell, you know what? Actually, I didn't think she would be born that quick. I wasn't really keeping track of the months. So guys, I'll stop it here. Guys, what should I name my my firstborn here. It's not Duha's firstborn, but it is mine. And she might one day be the Countess of Malta. This might be my heir right here. Should I name her like Exarina? Because I was planning on naming the first couple of kids like the first boys like XR and Richard. But well, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully, I don't know if it'll actually bring me back to the screen if I save and quit. So her name might be Pavlina. That might be her name. But still, let me know what you guys think for names. Until then, I'm XR Kyan. This is Let's Play Crusader Kings II. Here's hoping this works out. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Later!